What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, real Cowboys fan. Stand up and y'all see my mood right now. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and that is March Madness. I love me some March Madness. Now, for those of you who may not know, before I used to get into this content space, the way y'all see me cover the NFL draft is how I used to cover March Madness. I used to know every minor detail about every team and every player. But since you guys have been keeping me so occupied with the Cowboys and the draft, I really haven't had time to pay much attention to college basketball. But y'all know I got to represent. Even though we had an up and down season this year, it's rock chalk. It's rock chalk Jayhawk, and it just is what it is. I'm going to roll with my squad. And hopefully at 6 o'clock today, they hold me down. But I want to talk about something. And I feel like every draft season, we have to kind of bring up what we call the Doomsday scenario. And what do you mean by that, Tuck? Well, I know a lot of people, they got their heart set on Genty, and Genty, or T-Mac. And trust me, I understand. I am there with you, Cowboys Nation. But there could be a situation where both Genty and also T-Mac get sniped. And now we're kind of sitting back thinking, okay, Tuck, what is next? And if you ran multiple mock drafts, I'm sure it's happened to you a few times when you start thinking, I'm just going to trade back. So what I wanted to do is mention a few prospects who you guys might want to start to familiarize yourself with at the 12th pick. And I know there's going to be a lot of comments in the chat, but I'm just trying to get y'all ready for every situation that may concur. Now, I know what people are going to say. Tuck, right? We're going to just get Hampton. We're just going to get Hampton. Well, y'all already know, if you follow this channel long enough, you should be very familiar with Amari and Hampton. So I'm not even going to bring up Amari and Hampton because, I mean, you should already know he was like the first prospect that we broken down. So I'm going to keep Amari and Hampton out of it and mention some other prospects who you might want to circle. So then that way you're not sitting with the upset face. And you might still do it on draft day once the Dallas Cowboys pick at number 12 or possibly trade back. Number 1, no particular order, Demetrius Knight, linebacker out of South Carolina. I love Demetrius Knight. He's a big punishing multi-role linebacker with the ability to play the Mike linebacker spot. I personally feel we still need a Mike linebacker. He's a natural blitzer. He has instincts. He can take on blocks. He has closing speed. He finishes his tackle strong. He's also played special teams, and he just met with the Dallas Cowboys. So anytime a player kind of meets with the Cowboys, my ear perks up a little bit. But when it comes to Demetrius Knight, he has the size that I know a lot of people have been looking for at the linebacker position. He's like 245, 250. He is a big, stout linebacker. And I feel like he could be a guy that his name could get called at 12 or possibly in a trade back situation. Now, me personally, there's a few other linebackers I might kind of maybe have slightly above him, but I don't think Demetrius Knight would be there at 44. So it might be a situation where the Cowboys just do what they do best and just grab and get what they want because they don't feel like he is going to circle back to them. So Demetrius Knight, linebacker out of South Carolina, definitely want to keep your eyes on because that could be a name that could be called on draft day. Another one, going to the offensive trenches, Kelvin Banks out of the University of Texas. I've spoken about Kelvin Banks a lot on this channel, but he has the size of a guard, but he played phenomenal at left tackle for the University of Texas. So I think ultimately at the NFL level, he's probably going to be a guard. So I know a lot of people are going to say, yo, Tuck, we took a guard. Well, technically we took a guard, but he has left tackle traits. So it could be a situation where the Dallas Cowboys might take Kelvin Banks, play him at right guard, And if things really hit the fan with Tyler Guyton and he's just not turning that corner, maybe you kick him out and give him a try at left tackle, but you get that opportunity because when it comes to Kelvin Banks, he can play inside, play outside, has high IQ, very aware, very technically sound, and the thing that I like the most about Kelvin Banks is his hands and his feet. He's extremely athletic, especially on the perimeter, but once again, his measurables might not read tackle, it might read guard, but you never know. Sometimes you can kick players out and they might do perfectly just fine. But I feel like Kelvin Banks will be a guy that if you plug into guard position, he will probably be, he'll hit the ground running, right? I'm not really concerned about Kelvin Banks because he is that quality of talent. So definitely keep your eyes on Kelvin Banks. I know y'all mad. Y'all know y'all mad at this video. Y'all not liking and sharing this at all. Y'all not liking and sharing. Y'all not commenting. I understand. I get it. But it's just your boy Jay Tuck looking out for you, right? Number 3, going back to the linebacker position, that dog in Jalen Walker, right? Jalen Walker out of the University of Georgia, explosive. You guys know me. I'm a high motor guy. I love motor. And when it comes to Jalen Walker, it's just motor all over. It's just oozing. He's just oozing of motor. He is a guy that can just go. And if you're looking for another lion to pair up with Micah Parsons, Jalen Walker would be your guy. He's a guy who can just peel his ears back and just go on the hunt. Now, as far as the linebacker position is concerned, I feel it's going to be some work in progress. He can drop in zone, right, but he just doesn't feel like a linebacker. He's more like an edge guy. And I think what he ran like a 4.5. So he has the speed, first step, explosive. Hell, just go watch the game. Just go watch the game versus Texas, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But he is extremely disruptive. And if you want another war machine to pair up with Micah Parsons, Jalen Walker would probably be your pick at the 12 spot. Now, getting back to the defensive trenches as well, I know we signed Osa, but we also lost Chauncey Golston. Chauncey Golston was kind of a jack of all trades, playing inside and playing outside. We should be getting Sam Williams back. We just brought Jonte Fowler back. But Walter Nolan, defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. Oh, Tuck, y'all sitting. Y'all are mad. Y'all are sitting watching this video with the mad face. I get it. But Walter Nolan, explosive once again. First step, relentless motor. Love Walter Nolan's motor. He can play across the defensive line, so he can play 1 tech 0. He can play 3, 2, 5. Like, you can move him all over, so he gives you that versatility. And the thing that I really like when it comes to Walter Nolan is he has great leverage and great pad level. And like I said, the explosive first step, that's something you're definitely going to look after when it comes to drafting someone at the defensive line position. But I know you guys are hating these picks because you guys want to have more fun. So just stick with me for like one more. I promise. Give me one more. And I promise. Armand Membu card out of Missouri. Listen, y'all. When it comes to Armand, versatility, big athletic frame, high IQ, powerful hands. He's a nasty finisher with quick feet. So, me personally, should the Dallas Cowboys draft the guard? Absolutely not. But I would not be shocked if they did that. We've been hearing physicality and toughness and all these key buzzwords this entire offseason. I feel like Armand definitely fits the mold. So guard, he's going to be a pure guard, a big physical, nasty guard. He has that guard size. He has that toughness. And I feel like he's a guy that a lot of Cowboys fans should definitely get familiar with, because if not, you're going to have the bitter beer face on draft day. Now, Tuck, bro, I tuned into your video because I support you, dog. You my dog, man. You the draft wizard. You do all this incredible draft content, but you gave me a bunch of offensive tackles and linebackers and defensive tackles. I thought you was team weapons. What happened? Did you fold, Tuck? No. But like I said, Genty's gone, right? T-Mac is gone, and I'm not going to bring up Amari Hampton, but I'm going to bring up a guy from my team weapons squad that I feel like I hear what they're saying, but I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I see what the draft community is saying. I see what the articles are saying. And I see some of the reports and what Tom Shea and all these people are saying. But I'm not feeling it. And you can't fool me. And who I would consider to be a sleeper pick for team weapons at the 12th pick, Luther Burden. Luther Burden, wide receiver out of Missouri. Yeah, yak monster, a natural catcher, separation, big play threat, toughness, dog mentality that can line up anywhere. I know people want to consider him just a slot, but he can line up and play the Z perfectly just fine. He can play on the boundary just fine. Just get the ball in Luther Burden's hands and let him go. And if you add that type of offensive firepower opposite of CeeDee Lamb, look out, because it's fireworks, right? So Luther Burden is a guy that I see, he's going to fall out the first round. He might even go third round. I hear you talking, but I am not buying it. So Cowboys Nation, if you want weapons outside of T-Mac and Genty and Hampton, maybe Matthew Golden you can toss in there as well, but I'm not completely out on teams drafting Luther Burden because they have the same damn film that I have. And if you look at the traits from a football perspective, he is going to be box office at the NFL level. I can just feel it, and especially if you put him with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Man, so your boy Jay Tuck, comment below. Who are some guys you are feeling at 12 that not a lot of people are talking about? I know the Genties and the T-Macs and the Goldens and the Hamptons, and I know that's fun. But there's also some guys, y'all need to really prepare yourself because it's a brand new coaching staff, and there's no telling what the hell we might do. So turn on your notification bells, subscribe to the channel if you love the content, follow me on all social media platforms at jtuck151. If you love draft conversations in the right spot, if you love interviews in the right spot, you love us having a fun time talking football, you are in the right spot. So turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and rock chalk Jayhawk. Let's get our act together, fellas. Peace.